everyone. I know that I am so behind everybody else, but my Seasons of the Witch Yule Oracle finally arrived in the mail. Um, I do live in the middle of nowhere, and my post office is my post office, so yeah, um, it is what it is. Things tend to come a little bit later, but I figured I would share this with all of you just because I have loved the Samhain Oracle so much in this series, and I know a lot of you have as well. So let's open her up. We're going to open her up right now. Okay, so this is what the tuck box looks like. It's really pretty. Just as a comparison, I did pull the Samhain Oracle out too, so you can see that, or Samhain, however you like to say the name of that Sabbath. Again, written by Lorraine Anderson and Juliet Diaz, illustrated by Jarda Rose. And the back says, and the wheel turns. Yule reminds us of warmth, happiness, and a time to be thankful for all that we have. For centuries, ancient healers have celebrated the restorative energy of the Yuletide festival, the traditional harsh winters reminding us of our impressive ability to weather tough storms and find support and comfort with loved ones. In Seasons of the Witch Yule Oracle, you'll discover 44 healing messages to align you with the divine wisdom of the year's darkest night and the joyful celebration associated with the winter holidays. This oracle is your path to deep reflection and tranquility and is a promise of the brighter days to come. So I like the description there on the back. Okay, so just like, oh, look at that. Really pretty, that beautiful green. And then here is the guidebook. Everything is looking like the sister or the sibling of the Samhain deck, so far. And I don't mean like an exact copy, I just mean you can tell that they're related and it's in a series, and I really like that harmony. So this is the box. And then this is like the little throwaway advertisement thing. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. So in the Samhain Oracle, we had the trees with the hands, and now we have these cute little bows with the hands, which is really pretty. And the beautiful green, and I won't lie to you, a large part of why I was so excited to get this deck is this gilding. It's so freaking gorgeous. I can't even. So as I've said in regards to the Samhain Oracle as well, the artwork is not my typical go-to, but the deck is so beautiful. And I do find the artwork to be endearing. So even if the artwork is a little bit, if it's not quite your style, I still think it's worth giving it a try. Let's see. So, and then just as with, oh, I'm sorry guys, I just got to some of the cards are sticking together, which is totally normal for a brand new deck. So it's same with a card title, card number, and then a small excerpt from the poetry for each card that we're seeing here. Like this is Cardinal Medicine number 3. Thyself bleeds of sacredness and honor fit for the gods. You are worth all the seas and all the skies and all the desires you hold inside. That one's really pretty. And there's Ceremony. Ooh, I like Chills. That's beautiful imagery. We've got Cold Moon. Sorry, she's really sticking together. Contemplation there. Wow, sorry guys. There we go. I know you don't want to sit and watch me do that for an hour, but so far, oh, Falling in Love, number 11. The thorns of roses rip open the heart only for thy petals to bleed into thy soul. That's very pretty. There's Father Christmas, there's Feasting. I mean, you definitely feel the different Sabbath energy, which I love. It doesn't feel like it's phoned into me at all, at least, certainly not from first glance. It's really, really beautiful. Oh, look at Gratitude, guys. That one's really pretty. So, I'm so sorry, guys. I guess I should have opened it before, but I wanted to do the unboxing with you guys. in real time. Okay. It's like they're all sticking together. Oh, Mother Mary's beautiful. Look at this one, guys. So that's an idea. I'm not going to go through all of them because they are really sticking together, and I need to go through and break the deck in a little bit. And plus, I like to leave a little bit of that for you to be surprised by if you decide to go and purchase the deck based off of this unboxing. And as you all know, I will do a full review down the road. This is just the unboxing. So I just want to take a look at the guidebook really quick. Let's see if it's a similar. So it's 136 pages, and the Sew-In Oracle, let me just put these wrappers down here. The Sew-In Oracle was 176. So it is, and you can feel that, like it's definitely a little bit thinner. But, you know, the Sabbath of Sew-In, or Samhain, however you'd like to say that again, is one that's more, how do we want to say that? Intense, heavy, I'm not quite sure the correct way to say that, but yeah. So, you know, that it's to be expected that this would be a little bit shorter. So, of course, we have the usual introduction piece, you know, with like about the authors and table of contents. And then we have an introduction. Talks about this kind of setback on this. The call for diversity in magic. Reclaiming, shifting the witch image showing up here too. And then a note on religion. And then we have the how to use these cards section. Now, if you guys will remember, I was really, really impressed with the spreads in the Sew-In Oracle. Typically, I find spreads, I just need to take a sip of tea, guys, sorry. Typically, I find spreads in some guidebooks to be kind of throwaway and not well thought out, which is why I tend to prefer to either create my own spreads, or honestly, I usually don't even use spreads. It's just the type of reader I am. But I really, really, really loved the spreads in the Sew-In Oracle. So I'm looking forward to giving these a try. So they have 3-card spreads, interview your deck spreads, the Christmas Cross Tarot spread. So it's a Celtic cross with a Christmas twist, it says. And then we have the Evergreen Wreath. This spread is one that can be used for growth. That will give an idea of where you are and where you want to go. There's a Star Tarot spread about finding hope and positivity. There's a Winter Care spread when you need to rest, recharge, and find some awareness. And then there's the New Year Ahead spread. That's awesome. So there's certainly plenty of that. And then in the guidebook, we have the usual excerpt from the poem, and then information about, well, I guess we could call it a poem, or we could call it an invocation, however you choose to look at that in your practice. But then there's, you know, at least a few paragraphs about the card itself. So it looks like it's definitely, you know, it's definitely offering you some information and some meat. It's not just a throwaway guidebook. And of course, there's a smaller card reproduction as well. I just want to show you that so you have an idea of what that's going to look like. So yeah, my first thoughts are solid entry in this series. I'm excited to see, you know, what else they're going to offer and bring to the table for us. And I'm also excited to have these two decks together, kind of balancing each other. I do feel like they're like sisters. So I'm looking forward to how they work together, like even in an altar space, what that would look like and feel like. So, I'm excited about this. We've all waited for this, obviously, for a while. I had to wait a little bit longer. I purposely didn't watch any videos because I didn't want to get swayed. I just wanted to be able to like really feel the imagery myself. But I think for me, especially because I know from the first deck what the imagery is going to look like, I didn't have that moment of like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to work with this because of the artwork, because I know that even though this artwork doesn't necessarily resonate with me as a reader, the Sew-In Oracle is, I really, really love the Sew-In Oracle. So the artwork is not detracting for me as much as in the first go around with the Sew-In Oracle. I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to resonate with the artwork. So yeah, I'm really, really excited to work with this deck more and to give you all a full opinion and viewpoint on that. In fact, I think I might use this deck for my year ahead reads that I always offer in the month of November for clients. Yeah, I think I might end up doing that. So, um, yeah, that's my first thought. I think it looks like a solid turnout. I'm excited to work with it. It's absolutely gorgeous. This gilding, like, can we just... And I think it's also wonderful that, Samhain does get a lot of attention. It's also wonderful that there are going to be other Sabbats that are sometimes underrepresented for us that are going to be getting that level of attention as well, especially if you're new to a pagan or a pagan path, or if you're new to being a witch, to exploring that part of yourself. It can be nice to have something like this to help build a solid foundation in the Sabbats and working with them. So those are my thoughts, guys. As always, I'm sending you much love and many blessings. See you in the next video. Bye.